Hey, my name's Arrow. I'm Finnish American. Just got back from outreach in Budapest. Now, Budapest, if you've never been there, it's an amazingly beautiful city, but they have a huge homeless population. So a big part of our ministry there was to help out with the homeless. We went to a shelter a couple times a week and did a sandwich run, made sandwiches for them and hung out with them once a week. So that was one of the most impactful ministries for me, because prior to this, if I ever saw a homeless person, I'd try to ignore them. I'd try to act as if they didn't exist, just because it kind of made me uncomfortable. I knew they just wanted money and they'd probably use it for alcohol or drugs or something like that. And I just had a really bad attitude towards them and ignored them as best as I could. But then the first day we showed up to the shelter, the guy who runs the shelter, he asked, okay, is there anyone here who, can give haircuts to the homeless? And I'd given a couple haircuts before, so I'm like, oh, I can give it a shot. So that first day I cut probably 6 or 7 guys' hair, and that just started a shift in me. And after cutting their hair, while cutting their hair, I was able to talk to them and get to know their stories a little bit more. And some of them did have alcohol problems, some had drug problems, but a lot of them also just ran into bad luck. Someone kicked them out of an apartment and they lost their job, couldn't get back on their feet, and they'd just been stuck in this cycle, which was really, really difficult for them. And the simple fact that we were there giving them haircuts, helping to feed them, listening to their stories and reminding them that they're valuable people, that was one of the most impactful things that I was able to experience on the trip. So we'd go into metro stations, and every once in a while we'd run into one of these homeless guys whose hair we'd cut, who we'd hung out with, and just get to know them, greet them by name, hear how their day's going. And it just kind of took it to the next level, that I was able to start friendships with these guys and realize that these are just normal guys who need things that humans need, which is attention and a feeling of value and friends. And it was just so impactful to me, because I think that's what God calls each of us to do, is to value these people, value the poor, value those who are hurting. And this was a very practical way to do that, and I know that their faces and their names will stick with me for a long time to come. All right.